Everyone, this is Journalist Hangout on Sunday, and I have been hanging out with Babajide Kolade Otitoju and Adewale Adeoye. The long-awaited end to importation of fuel in Nigeria may soon be here. The Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, NNPCL, has reiterated its determination to end the decades-long importation of petrol and other fuel sources into the country in 2024. The Group Chief Executive Officer of NNPCL, Mele Kyari, assured Nigerians that the company is on course to providing the country with adequate fuel supply as the Port Harcourt Refinery will begin production in 2 weeks. Bikil, this is good news.
It's good news, and I can't wait to see the refinery work. Not because it will drastically reduce the price of fuel, because petrol is an international commodity quoted in foreign currency, so or priced in foreign currency. So if there will be a change, it will be marginal, but it will help us save a lot of the foreign exchange that we spend on importation. The biggest guzzler of foreign exchange in our country is fuel, because we continue to import refined products, petrol and the rest of them, petrol especially. So if we can produce it at home, Dangote has an installed capacity of 650,000 barrels, liters a day, 650,000. Now, what Dangote will produce exceeds our current daily needs as a nation, daily petrol needs. Their refining capacity exceeds all of what we need. Now, in spite of that, we have the Port Harcourt Refinery coming on stream. 650,000 barrels was what I meant. Port Harcourt Refinery coming on stream. It adds to the capacity that we have. When we add the 650,000 barrels from Dangote, then we have Warri Refinery, one of our most modern refineries. They are working on that soon. That refinery will begin operation. It's already been announced that Kaduna Refinery will come on stream in December. So our refined crude oil needs can be taken care of by the refineries that we have in our country. If Dangote works at full steam, if the Port Harcourt Refinery works at full steam, if Warri Refinery works at full steam, we don't need to commit so much money to fuel importation. I'm confident that it will end this year. And my confidence is strengthened especially by the fact that we have Dangote, one of the biggest refineries in the world, not the biggest. Some people go around saying it's the biggest. That's ignorance. One of the biggest refineries in the world, this biggest single train refinery in the world, but certainly not the biggest. The biggest refinery is in India. Now, when the NNPC GMD says that he's confident that this year they will stop importation, I knew since last year that they will stop this year, because at the pace they were going, once Dangote begins to work at full steam, once we are able to revive these refineries, even if we revive 3 out of our 4 refineries, they will be able to refine enough for domestic consumption, and they will even still have some left for export, because that's what we should be doing. If we were serious as a nation, we would have built more refineries, dedicate some to export of refined crude, and dedicate the others for domestic production. That's what they do. That's what Saudi Arabia does, which is the market leader. That's what Venezuela, no matter how wretched they are, that's what they do. They have refineries dedicated to export of refined crude oil. And we have all kinds of derivatives from crude oil. So this is the time for us to refine, domestically, get our diesel needs sorted out without any need for importation, get our petrol needs sorted out without any need for importation, and we'll then be able to save some dollars. Our foreign reserves will even grow, because some of the dollars that we are pushing out to get and strengthening the economies of other nations, we can at least use them here. You'll be able to supply the foreign exchange market more, because what in the past you used to send out, you have it.
Obike, there are those nursing the fear of us meeting our domestic needs because of the unfortunate act of vandals.
Yes, it's a problem, but the bigger problem is that they are reducing our capacity to produce. We are unable to meet our OPEC quota, largely because of the activities of vandals. But the activities will not affect our capacity to supply the domestic market. But we are supposed to be a big player globally. Today, we are countries like Egypt, I said Egypt, Angola, and Libya have even overtaken us as a major African oil producer. You know, we can't meet our targets. So if we can do like 2.2 million barrels a day, we will earn more foreign exchange. Okay. These guys are hurting us. The activities are making it difficult for us to earn sufficiently, you know, to make more money by way of foreign exchange. But the activities cannot stop us from producing enough for the domestic market.
Oh. Now, Adewale, Nigeria has long been a net importer of almost all of its petroleum products. Yeah. It looks like the trajectory is about to change.
I think this is a battle we have fought for more than 30 years. And we have not been able to win the battle. President Obasanjo, all his successors invested billions of dollars, done around maintenance, this, that, nothing happened. I think for the first time we have seen genuine, transparent, commitment to bringing back the oil industry. Because in the 60s, our earning from foreign earning was about 13.5%, but now we are talking of more than 75% of our earnings, foreign earnings, are from oil-related economy. So if we can achieve this in the first 2 years of this regime, I think that will be an unprecedented milestone that we actually lead to a lot of transformation. We have been told that this first quarter of this year, Warri Refinery will start producing. Before the end of the year, Port Harcourt Refinery will start producing. And that before the end of 2024, Nigeria will be net exporter of petroleum products, of fuel. What that means is that there are about 25 byproducts of petroleum. When we refine abroad, those things are lost. I can tell you the money we are going to realize from these 25 products are almost equal you know, our earnings from, you know, petroleum. And petrochemical products, byproducts, there are about 6,000 items that are linked to petrochemical products, gas, this, that, you know, industries that are involved in also over 6,000 products. So you can imagine what we have been losing refining our products abroad. So I think this is a fundamental shift in Nigerian economy. It's going to mean that there will be more industries, you know, petrochemical related industries that will grow up, more foreign exchange earnings, more jobs for Nigerians, and it's also going to strengthen the Naira. So I think this is a very, it's a major step, it's a major leap forward that has the potential to compensate for what we have gone through these past years, you know, after these past months, after the move of first. And he also said that there is a possibility of the prices of petroleum products going down if we are able to complete all this. So I think, you know, it's a major step. We need to keep watching. We need to put them on their toes to ensure that they live up to the NNPC director was so certain, you know, he said, look, when he was talking to them in the National Assembly, that they should hold him responsible, that he's so certain that what has been put on the ground now, that we should relax and everything. So I think I'm quite impressed about what is going on. And it's a major turnaround for the Nigerian economy. And it's going to have impact, you know, in the Sub-West African zone.
Our wish is that once it begins to work, we can sustain the momentum.
Yeah.
One thing I will expect the government to do, if they've not already put that plan in place, is for the people who came to do the turnaround to also be allowed to manage it, manage the refinery for some time, the mechanical works and all that, the technical part of the job, manage it for some time before our own people, before we can confidently let our own people take over. We don't want a situation in which they complete the turnaround, and within a few months we hear that it has stopped working again. I've seen that happen to Kaduna Refinery a number of times. So let's do the turnaround, let's complete the turnaround, and be able to have that refinery, Port Harcourt Refinery, work for months and months so that we can have stability. That is my wish. Well, I'm confident because the president of TUC announced that they were sure that by March, this refinery will begin to work. And the president of TUC is an insider. So they went there. So it's not like, oh, is the minister saying it. The TUC, it was part of the agreement they had with the president that there will be a joint visitation team to the refinery. And he came out to tell us that by March, the refinery will be ready. So I'm not surprised that Kyari has said in 2 weeks, this refinery will be ready. Let's just pray that that is what happens at the end of the day.
We can't wait. And in a related development, the Senate has rejected allegations of fraud in the turnaround maintenance of the country's refineries.
Yeah, please, let's leave those.
All right, let's move on to economic matters. Businesses in Nigeria are